The Westpac board has received a historic second strike against its remuneration report at its annual general meeting today, but survived a motion to spill it. SBS finance editor Ricardo Gonçalves was at the gruelling 6-hour AGM. So, Ricardo, what was the mood like?
Well, Janice, shareholders were angry, some of them. Many were optimistic, no doubt seeking a recovery in its share price, which has taken a battering, especially in the last part of the year. While lower interest rates have put pressure on its margins, it's the impact of AUSTRAC's allegations of money laundering which gained most of the attention. Airport-level security outside one of the most anticipated annual general meetings this season. Many shareholders were disappointed.
Oh, we had such faith in their integrity.
Some were more forgiving.
I think we need a positive attitude.
Others had a different agenda.
Just come along today to voice our frustration about where Westpac's lending to fossil fuel companies.
Inside, management wasted no time in addressing what most had come to hear.
Let me say up front that your board is deeply distressed about the issues raised by AUSTRAC.
Claims of 23 million breaches of anti-money laundering laws, some of which are alleged to have led to child abuse overseas.
As a board and as individuals, we are devastated that anyone may have been exposed to the risk of harm as a result of a failing by Westpac. For this, we are truly sorry.
Mr Maxted has brought forward his retirement. Former CEO Brian Hartzer fell on his sword, and while an international search is on for his replacement, the bank's former chief financial officer is now steering the ship.
It's a role that comes with great responsibility at a time the bank is facing significant challenges, and I'm determined to see it through.
This is the first real opportunity ordinary Westpac shareholders have to vent their frustration at the bank board since AUSTRAC's allegations of money laundering came to light, which wiped out $8 billion of shareholder value.
It's put a bit of a hole in my income.
Their voices were heard, voting down the bank's remuneration report for a second consecutive year, prompting a spill of the board. But that didn't happen, with about 90% of shareholder votes opting to keep the current management.
With a number of directors already going, that they need a period of stability.
Surviving a marathon 6-hour meeting. Mr Maxted has brought forward his retirement. Former CEO Brian Hartzer fell on his sword, and while an international search is on for his replacement, the bank's former chief financial officer is now steering the ship.